Well, this is the long-awaited tour of my beloved boat. This is the Edencraft 565 and we've called it Jonah. So this is actually the second boat that we've owned. We came from a little 4.5 metre boat, which was amazing. It was a centre console, and we just simply outgrew it as a family. So the need for us was to have a boat which basically, you know, caters for all things with the kids. Days out on the water like this when it's perfect and you go and explore all these epic paradises, and then also going offshore fishing with the boys and going out chasing the marlin, the tuna and those bigger species. This boat just caters for that perfectly. I'll talk you through some of the stuff we've got going on with the boat. It's the Edencraft 565. It's the smallest boat in their fleet, but it's punches well above its weight. A lot of people ask us, what's the go with the colour? How come you chose that? And basically it was kind of like modelled off Jonah's old coat. He was a brown and tan Kelpie. That's why we've got the tan coloured boat. Powering this boat, we have the 200 Mercury, and then electronics, I've gone with the Simrad outfit. For me personally, I really like all the Simrad stuff. It's really user-friendly. The interface is quite easy to use, especially if you haven't been in boats your whole life. I find it something pretty easy to pick up and sort of it's self-intuitive. One of the things I wanted with the boat too was electronic trim tabs. So Dometic Seastar, we've got this dial here. So basically when we're underway and we've got like a little bit more weight on one side and the boat kind of rolls a little bit, I can actually correct it just by turning this dial. And so it brings it back to balance so it's a nicer ride and you don't feel like you're fighting it. Additionally, with the electronics, we've got pumps for 2 bait tanks. I've got slimy tubes fitted out the back. We've got work lights, cabin lights. There is lights galore. There's underwater lights. One thing for us as a family too, like I love the center console, but you do get wet. But with this boat, like it's got the cab up the front, so it is so dry. It is so nice. We put so much stuff up inside the cab, like the floats, like Cara and I have slept in there. The kids sleep in there on the run home. It just kind of like adds a whole nother part of versatility to your boating experience, being able to stay dry and have somewhere to keep all your stuff. One thing that was really important to me was to have an electric trolling motor on the front so that we can spot lock. So I've got that. I've got the Minn Kota mounted to the front. It's auto deploy, so all I have to do is turn it on, hit a button, it launches itself and we can basically spot lock anywhere, troll anywhere, which is just such a huge addition to the boat. It just makes the boat so much more versatile, especially if you're fishing by yourself. Been fishing a bunch of times and you can really just stay straight on top of the spot. Like you can get your liveys, you know, you can be right on top of your marks when you're fishing for those decent fish too, so love that. All right, so moving out the back onto the deck area, we've got this really beautiful stainless steel work. The kids actually just sit here and do like chin-ups. It is just like, it's so solid, like it doesn't shake around. So we've got our rocket launchers up the top, antennas, our steady work lights, fishing rod holders across the back. And one thing I love about this boat is there's storage everywhere. We've got side pockets, gunnel pockets, really nice bait board with a bit of storage going on under here. And like I said, there's 2 bait tanks either side, so it keeps the liveys swimming nice all day. And then one thing for us, because it's, you know, the family boat too, we've got the bench seat across the back. So, and it's super simple to fold away. It just sits straight down. And then here's actually where we keep all our isolation points. So we can isolate everything from here. And then on these side pockets is where all our batteries are kept, and they stay super dry. We've also got a built-in kill tank here, which is great for when you're dealing with like a couple of big loose fish with hooks hanging out of their mouths. Another great feature out the back here is obviously the dive door or tuna door. This is so important when the kids are getting in and out of the boat because the gunnels are actually quite high. When you're on the inside, it feels super safe, but it's really hard to climb in without the dive door. Even with a ladder, you need a ladder for that. All in all, like for us as a family, this is just such a perfect boat. It allows us to come to these amazing places and adventure and show the kids this different type of life that they wouldn't otherwise have. And I couldn't imagine having another boat. Like it ticks all the boxes. We're so stoked.